What's up, everybody? Welcome to Awesome Tech You Can't Buy It, a weekly show where I bring you the 5 best crowdfunding projects that have recently landed on the internet. First up this week, we have the Doubler Studio Kit, which is a voice-based MIDI controller. So if you've ever used a program like Ableton or Logic or Pro Tools to try to create music, you know firsthand how hard it is to take the song that you hear in your head and get it onto the computer. Doubler is basically an attempt to make it a much easier process to make music on your computer. So instead of using buttons and having to navigate through all these crazy menus and sliders, this software lets you control everything using your voice. Basically, you can map various different sounds you make with your mouth to specific MIDI sounds on your computer, so more or less you can beatbox and sing your way through a song. Trust me, you'll just want to watch the video. It's a much better explanation than I could possibly give in words. Anyway, this thing is going for about $259 on Kickstarter right now, and you can get it in October. Next up, we have Formaggio, which is a fully automatic cheese making machine. It's pretty much exactly like a bread making machine or a beer making machine, but for cheese. So the idea is you pour in some milk, pour in a little packet full of cultures, and then let the machine do the rest. So it will heat up the milk at various intervals, it will stir the milk when it's necessary, it'll cut the curd, it will remove all of the whey, and then it'll also press the cheese if it needs to be pressed. The other cool thing about it is that because it's 2019, it also has an app. So you can connect your phone to it and then scroll through and find other people's recipes that they have used to make cheese and then use them right there in your home. These things are currently going for about $299 on Kickstarter if you get the early bird pledge. If you miss out on that, it's gonna go up by about 50 bucks, but in either case, they're gonna ship these in March of 2020. Next up, we have the Flux 3.0, which is a quick inflation bag. You've probably seen these things before online. It's basically just a bag that you can fill up with air, close off on one end, and then use to fill up other things like floaties or mattress pads or whatever you need to fill with air. The cool thing about this one though is that it's designed to be super lightweight and also very, very packable. So it's not gonna take up a ton of space in your trunk like a pump would, and it also doesn't require batteries. As an added bonus, you can also use this thing as a dry bag or just a beach pillow. You can snag one of these things for 17 bucks on Kickstarter right now, and they expect to ship it in May. Next up, we have U-Drone, which is a mind-controlled drone. Sounds pretty crazy, right? It's actually pretty straightforward. So the way this thing works is you wear a little EEG headband that measures your brainwaves, and then if you concentrate on certain things like flying the drone left or right or up and down, it will actually make the drone do that. I'm a little bit skeptical of this one because I've seen things like this before in the past and they don't really always work how you want them to, but if they can pull it off, this will be pretty cool. If this sounds like something you want to get your hands on, you're gonna have to dish out about $150 and they're gonna ship them in April of this year. Last but not least, we have the Travel Sax, which is a portable electronic saxophone. So you know those electronic drum sets that you can plug a pair of headphones into and then play just for yourself and not disturb anybody around you? This is basically that idea but applied to a saxophone. So it's just a little electronic thing with all the keys that a normal saxophone has, but instead of making noise, it just puts out an electrical signal that goes via Bluetooth to your headphones. The idea is by making it smaller and more portable and less noisy, it'll allow you to practice anywhere you go. The only downside is it's a little expensive. They're currently going for $452 on Kickstarter, and they're gonna ship them in August of this year. That does it for this week, but be sure to tune in again next week and I will bring you 5 more awesome crowdfunding projects that you probably wouldn't have seen otherwise. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you liked this video, definitely check out some of our older stuff. We do this every week, and you definitely don't want to miss out on some of those ones that we did last week. Also, hit that subscribe button if you really enjoyed this because we do these on a very regular basis, and you should definitely keep up with them.